Testing, testing. All right, we should be fine. I think it's gonna be a little lower. Hey man, 8. Welcome in, welcome in. Alright, now it looks like everything is up to par. Damn, already one viewer on Mixer. That's nice. I don't think it's registered, but I think I got at least 1 or 2 people watching over on YouTube. Him and 8 commented, so he's definitely in there. Alright, so we are live. Now let's just see. Sorry, I'm just looking at some tweets. Some tweets, man. Hey man, 8, you say I see you need some help. I mean, just, you know, commenting on the... Oh, you know what? You know what I should have done? Hold on. Yeah, there you go. There you go. I changed particular thing. Maybe Mario Kart or more Smash Ultimate. I already played like three sessions of Smash Ultimate. Like, I've been playing Smash Ultimate a lot lately. And that's cool and all, but I noticed one consecutive thing. That game is mostly... Oh, excuse me. Mostly popular over on YouTube and Mixer. Like, YouTube and Mixer, whenever I stream Smash Brothers, pretty popular in the sense that it gets a lot of people you know, like, checking out the stream, even if they stay only for like a few minutes or like even a few seconds. They are watching and they're engaged. They might drop a comment here and there. Like, I've had, I think, at least 1, maybe even 2 people per stream when I've done the Smash Bros streams come in and be like, oh, this is my first time joining the stream. I'm new here, yada yada. And I'm like, okay, cool, welcome to the stream. And that's cool and all, but it's only YouTube and Mixer. I never see anything happening on Twitch, which is kind of sad because Twitch is actually it. Twitch is the platform that I really wanna focus on, and yet nobody watches on Twitch whenever I stream Smash Brothers. There's been other games that I've streamed on on Twitch that have proved to be successful, but when it comes to Smash Brothers, it just gets buried, really. So just for shits and giggles, I'm actually gonna go over to Twitch's homepage here, besides my dashboard, and I'm gonna see. But the great suggestions, hey man 8. I mean, I noticed you threw in Mario Kart in there. Maybe I'll change it up to Mario Kart. We'll see. By the way, this game is not. This stream is sponsored by Mountain Dew. No, I'm joking. It's not. I actually really like these drinks right here. I like the pineapple one a little bit better. Not the this punch one's not bad, but it is a little overabundant with the cherry flavor. The tropical one, which is the more pineapple flavor type of one. The pineapple one I actually like a little better. The cherry one's not bad, especially if I need some energizing juice like I do right now so I can keep up with the stream, but generally like the pineapple one. Again, not a sponsor, I just generally like these. I'm not getting paid, but because I know this is very video game centric, but it's not. No, but I'm gonna go. I went over here to YouTube. So actually, let me. I don't want to see that. It's because I'm seeing somebody's live stream over here on a separate tab, but I noticed that they were playing some Kingdom Hearts shit, and I'm like, oh, I don't want to see that. Not because I have anything against Kingdom Hearts, I just, spoilers. Because recently I started replaying almost the entire series from scratch from the first game. I played and beat the first game. God, I forgot how frustrating that game is. I could have sworn it was easier. But I beat the first game. I do plan on playing not the second game, but the next game that I feel like is in the order of things, which is Chain of Memories, or in this case, Rechain of Memories from that pack that comes with all the the remasters and shit. That, and then the cinematic, which is I think 365 over 2 days or whatever it's called. But this time it's not the game; it's just the cinematics. They just took the cinematics and put them into the thing, into the disc. So over on Twitch's homepage, I'm seeing here that the more popular categories. What the hell is that? Let me click that. Let me see what that does. But the top 12, I guess you could say. So the first two rows are League of Legends. And it's the usual suspects. So League of Legends, Grand Theft Auto 5, Fortnite. A lot more people are actually watching Grand Theft Auto 5 than Fortnite on Twitch right now. It's kind of crazy. And then over those two is actually League of Legends with 171,000 viewers. I wonder if those are individual viewers or separated viewers from the other games, the other categories, or if it's all kind of mixed and matched somehow. Also, keep in mind that this might not be 100% accurate, although I don't know if Twitch has some kind of algorithm, but obviously you have to account for some folks who accidentally left the category in either GTA 5 or Fortnite, but they're actually playing another game. So there's that. So number 1, League of Legends. Number 2, Grand Theft Auto 5. Number 3, Fortnite. Number 4, Overwatch, which I've been wanting to get back into Overwatch. You could also play Tetris. I've played Tetris a handful of times. The Tetris Battle Royale, the Tetris 99, a couple times on Switch. It was pretty fun. I didn't get the rules though. I will admit I did not get the rules, so I could try and see if I could adjust the rules a little bit better, because I've been out of the Tetris game for a while. So some of the new rules, the new techniques, as they kind of thrust it in, like being able to hold bricks up in the. First of all, I hold bricks in real life as it is. I got digestion problems, so I'm trying to get a handle of it on Tetris. But that's the 4th category, Overwatch. Number 5 is actually the category that I'm in right now, which is just chatting, which is literally just what I'm doing right now, chatting with you guys. Rounding out the top 6 is Sekiro: Shadows Die Twice. And that makes an awful lot of sense, because whenever From Software releases a game, that game actually does really well on the streaming market with YouTube, Twitch, and maybe Mixer. And main reason why is because people want to watch people rage, which is why I contemplated. I didn't do it, but I contemplated streaming some Division earlier. But I'm playing the reason for why I'm like, I don't know if it's gonna get enough viewership is because it was the first Division. It was not the second one that just came out. It was actually the first Division game. And yeah, but the reason why I really wanted to stream it is because I have been gravely raging on the Division recently, to the point where I think once I threw my controller. I didn't spike it. I have carpet here, so I don't think anything's gonna really, unless I throw it hard enough that I foresee that at least one of the thumbsticks will get fucked up. But other than that, I don't think like buttons are gonna go flying or anything like that, because I don't have a hard floor here. I think I'll put this over here. That way I don't risk anything happening to my technologies here. But that's the top 6. The bottom 6 is Rainbow Six Siege, appropriately. Hearthstone, which is a card game, so I don't know if I'll get into that sort of thing. What else did I have here? Hearthstone, Apex Legends, World of Warcraft Battle for Azeroth, which, by the way, Apex Legends, I'm glad that it just came out of nowhere and dominated, but it does look like it's taking a little bit of a step back in the streaming market. I'm pretty sure a lot of people are still digging the game in terms of watching people stream it, but also just playing it for themselves, especially since it is free. It's just that really quick, Fortnite shot right back up. And I just love how, money makes the whole world go round and round. Because I remember when Apex was at its peak, for those first 2-3 weeks, that Ninja jumped over there. He was all Fortnite, 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 and then Apex came out, and Apex dominated. And he did, I think, for like a week straight, he was actually playing nothing but Apex. I was like, oh, there you go. It is what it is. Oh, see. Oh, you know what? No, I can't. No. Okay, yeah. God damn it. I thought he was going to do a chatting stream, but he's not doing a chatting stream. He's actually streaming Kingdom Hearts, so I can't watch that. Damn it. I think he's streaming Kingdom Hearts 3, so yeah, that's why I can't watch that. World of Warcraft, Counter-Strike Global Offensive, which I think has always been that top 10, top 12-ish type of area. And then rounding up the top 12 is something called Twitch Presents, and initially I didn't know what that was, but then I click it. It's pretty much a channel called Twitch Presents for the US, for I think Denmark, France, Spain or Spanish or what? Yeah. Pete, I don't know what PT is. Oh, Portuguese, Italian. Basically, it's like Pokemon and a bunch of other anime being streamed and all this shit. So, yeah, that's the top 12. If you guys were curious, Smash Brothers falls in at number 14. After Dota 2 and Black Ops 4, you do have Division 2 there, right next to it. Excuse me. Well, the first Borderlands is starting to get some traction. Smite is in there. I've been wanting to kind of sort of play Smite because it is free on the Switch, so there is that. Persona 5, although it's funny because I have Persona 5 for the PS4, but I have not played it. I haven't even opened it from its case. It's still wrapped in the cellophane. From the way things are looking, I think it's going to stay that way, because by the time I get to Persona 5, after I get a good chunk of my PS4 backlog done, I think we're going to get some concrete confirmation that there's going to be a Switch version of Persona 5. And if there is, I feel bad that I kind of threw away a little bit of money on the PS4 version, but the Switch is the way to go, primarily because of how long I hear that game is. Persona 5, it's one of those games that's hundreds of hours long, and if it is, then there's no other system than the Switch, because now I can play it on the go. I don't have to go home. It's the same reason for why I had a lot of people at work, also a couple of people at school, but more so at work, saying, "Hey, David, you got to play Dragon Quest XI. If you liked Tales of Berseria or Tales," because I'm actually a bit of a Tales guy. I am a little bit of a Tales guy. I played Tales of Berseria, which was I think 2 years ago in 2017. And that's where I fell in love with the Tales games. And ever since then, I've been racking them up. And I know for certain that I'm going to play them. I just don't know which one's going to come in my way first. If I look at my backlog, I think on the PS4 I have... could have sworn I had a Tales game. Do I not have another Tales game for the PS4? No, I think Berseria was it. I do know, however, that on the PS3 I have Tales of Xillia. And I think I have one other one, but no, I guess not. Tales of Xillia. Okay. On the PS3 I have Tales of Xillia. And then recently I got Tales of Vesperia Definitive Edition for the Nintendo Switch, which will be a lot more awesome. A lot more awesome to be able to play this on the go with the Switch, because I'm like, yes. Now, this is what makes me wait for that Switch edition of Dragon Quest XI, because everybody was like, "Oh, you gotta get Dragon Quest XI for the PS4," and I'm like, okay, I'll wait off of it. I mean, I did like the Tales games, and I heard people throw out recommendations for Dragon Quest, because I am a Tales guy. So they're like, "Yeah, I think you'll like Dragon Quest XI," and I'm looking at it, I'm like, "Yeah, I think maybe I will, but we'll see." And then they announced that Dragon Quest XI is coming to the Switch, and that's where I was like, "Yep. That's where I'm going to be playing it, not on the PS4. I know the PS4 version is actually rather cheap right now. I think a couple times it went on sale for like $20 around Black Friday time, or recently, ever so often, there's been like a $20 sale. Or meh, I take that back, not 20, like 25 or 30. Around 25 or 30. I think 30, never mind. I think $30 was the cheapest I've seen it, because it just barely came out last year. And it is a very lengthy game. It's one of those games they say you can spend 100 to 150 hours in. If you try to be one of those completionists, or even if you try to get a bulk of that side stuff done. Um, but then when I announced it for the Switch, I'm like, excellent. That's the type of game I want to play on the Switch. I am not playing that on the PS4, not because I have anything against the PS4, but knowing that that option is there for me to be able to just play it on the Switch, so I don't have to go home to play it. I can actually take it with me, play it during my lunch at work, or play it in between classes at school, especially because it is going to start to get a little tight from here on out. Uh, Next week, I go back to school. I took this week off because we're in between quarters, but next week, the newest quarter starts. My classes are a little earlier. In fact, my last class ends at 6, and then I'm free for the rest of the night. But there's no way in hell I'm jumping on the 405 and 101 freeway from Los Angeles at 6 o'clock in the afternoon on a work night. Thursday night, work night. I got to be a masochist to want to jump on those two freeways on Thursday at 6 o'clock. That's not happening. I've done it before. Big mistake. Big mistake. And this was before I discovered podcasts. Since I discovered podcasts, it's made those trips a little bit more tolerable. But before that, oh my God, no. Mm-mm. So yeah. But now, with the Nintendo 3DS, the Nintendo Switch, and most recently the acquisition of the PlayStation Vita, I definitely have something to do on campus while I wait for traffic to die down. So that's why I'm going to be taking advantage of those times and playing some of those games. Yes, I am drinking. All right, hey man, I know I saw your some of your comments here. I haven't been responding to them. I went a little bit on a tangent, and when I go on a tangent, I cannot stop. Do you have any story games that you have but not played, or could you be playing my story games? Your story games, or was that a typo? I don't know what that is. Cool. I think they said it will have full voice actor in Dragon Quest 11 on Switch. Full voice. Yeah, it's gonna be a port. I think they're adding. In fact, they're calling it the definitive edition. It's gonna have some extra stuff that even the PS4 version didn't have, like a few extra quests, a few extra little missions and stuff like that. An extra Japanese audio track, so in case you wanna feel kind of authentic with those JRPGs, because I know a lot of folks like Drew from Struggle Nation. He what the hell am I doing here? Oh, okay. He whenever he plays JRPGs, he switches the voices over to Japanese and he puts on English subtitles. So some people like to do that. Chances are he'll do that. I don't know if I'll do it. I've never done it before, but I'm open to experimenting. I might even do that with Tales of Vesperia, because I know Vesperia has that. With this definitive edition, they threw in the Japanese audio track, so I could switch it to that and change on the subtitles, because I am a proponent when it comes to film, foreign films, not necessarily Japanese, but any foreign film whatsoever, where yeah, sometimes the dubbing doesn't work. I actually rather, even though it is a little bit of extra work to go up and down, looking at the action and then reading the subtitles and all that, sometimes I like the more authentic kind of way that the film was meant to be seen in that language. So I'm like, yeah, I'll take the subtitles. I hate the fact that I have to go up and down to read, but there's been times where I've seen some movies with the dubbings, and I'm like, nah, I can't take this. The dubbings, because you have to realize that when you have to do a dubbing for either an anime or a foreign film, those voice actors, they need to perform as well. They can't just say, oh, that we get enough of that when we translate like broadcasts, whether it be on the news or with games, Nintendo Directs or E3 presentations, stuff like that, when we get foreign developers who can't speak English and they have those translators. But that's fine. With that context, that's fine. In a movie that requires emotion, it's going to take you completely out of it if either they're underperforming or overacting. And yeah, that's why it often gets very, very screwed up. Games that have a lot of story. Let me check my backlog here. Well, let me respond to a text real fast. All right. But while I'm on my phone, let me actually check my backlog, cause I mean, hey man, where do I get started? So let's look at my PS4 backlog. Right now, it's not heavy on story, but I am playing still The Division. I'm actually on the verge of beating it, quote unquote. And the reason why I say quote unquote is because it is one of those games where, yeah, it's got a single player campaign. By leveling up, acquiring new gears, skills, and weapons. Oh my god. Excuse me. But it does have a narrative of kinds, but it's not fully fleshed out because story is not necessarily its emphasis. It's more so online playability, and that serves a little bit to its detriment, I would argue. At least from I can tell it's from my perspective. Like, that's not going to be, this game is easily not for me. The only reason why I'm still playing it is because I'm on the verge of beating it. I'm literally at the last story mission, the last big hefty story mission, and then once that's done, and once I've upgraded the base of operations that I frequently go to, once I've upgraded that to its 100%, then I'm done. I don't have to do every single thing. I don't have to, reach level 30 or go into the dark zone or no, because I faced so many issues with this game already that I'm like, you know what, I'm done. As soon as I finish that last story mission and I upgrade my base of operations, this is out. I'm done. And if in case I wasn't able to make it clear, there's no way I'm playing The Division 2. There's no way I'm playing The Division 2. No. But yeah, I'm playing The Division 1 right now. After that, I was hoping, and I might beat it tonight, I don't know. I'll have to manage my time a little bit. But afterwards, jumping over here to my PS4 backlog, since this was such a lengthy game, I think I've already poured nearly 40 hours on this thing. Yeah, I don't know, I think it's been about 32. I think I might close it out at 35, but we'll see. But I do have here in my backlog the next 2 games that I want to play because they're so short I can maybe cram them up in like a week. Would be Little Big Planet 3. Where'd it go? And Broforce. Those are 2 games. Now, they're not very story-driven games, but they're like really quick, well, somewhat quick, fun experiences. Because I know Broforce is, I heard it's only like 6 hours long, and I got it for free through PlayStation Plus, so I got it. And then Little Big Planet 3, I think it was on a sale for like $5, and I got it because I like the first 2 games, so I'm like, fuck it, I'll get Little Big Planet 3. And I heard that that's only like 5 hours long, so I could, technically speaking, beat that in a day. And if not, then for sure the second day, like half an hour later, boom, it's done. I did have Far Cry Primal on here next to play before I finally stop with the backlog, and it's going to be time to play some current games like Mortal Kombat 11 and possibly Days Gone. I might play Days Gone, but that's one that it's not a day one, but I am going to be looking at the reviews closely. As soon as that review embargo gets lifted, I'm going to be checking out the reviews. I normally don't like to check out reviews and spoil myself the ratings and all that stuff, but Days Gone, I'm like, you know what, I got to check out these reviews. And see what people have to say so that then I can make a firm assumption of what I have to deal with that game, because it is going to be the full, well, not the full $60, probably like $45 maybe. I have my ways, yeah. But still. But looking at my backlog, let's see, I got NBA 2K16. I think that was a PlayStation Plus, so there's that. Again, Far Cry Primal, but I don't know if I'm going to be able to squeeze it in because it's cutting it close to Mortal Kombat 11. By the time I'm done with Division, Little Big Planet 3, and Broforce, yeah, I think I'm only going to have technically a week and a half. I was going to say 2 weeks, but a week and a half because Mortal Kombat 11 comes out the 23rd, early in that week, before Endgame. Oh my god. that last week is going to kick our wallets because we got Endgame, we got Mortal Kombat 11, and then for people who are looking forward to it, which I am, but like I said, I still want to check out those reviews. Sorry if I'm playing with my hair a lot. I don't like how I look on camera. I do not like how I look. But shit, what was I gonna say? But right when Endgame comes out, either the 26th or 25th, 26th, I think it's the 26th, Days Gone comes out, and I know several people are excited for that one. I'm very, 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 very intrigued, but I just don't know if I'm gonna shelf the full $60, maybe less or so, for that game day one. I'll have to check out those reviews, like I said. But I got Dragon Age Inquisition in here, Wolfenstein: The New Order. There's a Little Big Planet. There's a Little Big Planet 3. Batman: The Telltale Series Season 2. I still have not played Season 2 of Telltale's Batman. That would technically be my last Telltale game, even though, so I was kind of considering The Walking Dead to be it, but I recently remembered, oh yeah, I have Enemy Within of Batman, but I haven't played it. That will definitely, Enemy Within, Telltale's, Batman Season 2, I will definitely play that on stream, and I will try to work out the kinks to see if I can play that on, with that, what's it called? I don't think it's called remote play, but it's like crowd play. I think it's called crowd play, where basically you guys help me decide which decision to make in those games. Batman 1 is a good one. I liked Season 1. I liked the liberties they took with the mythology in Season 1. It was pretty fun. Pretty intriguing how they kind of inverted certain things that we knew about the Batman mythology and said, oh, you thought you knew? No. So that was pretty cool. But yeah, I got Season 2 of that. Assassin's Creed Syndicate. Actually, recently I played Assassin's Creed Unity. I finally played and beat that. And I got my fair share of filth for that one. Like, I played the story and I did a shit ton of the side missions, and I was tempted to complete the side missions. After a while, I'm not going to say they got repetitive, because there were some twists here and there with some of the narratives they would string to them, but the end goal for some of those missions were the same thing, where it's like, oh, check out this murder, check out this thing, check out this that. Oh, what the hell? There's no like chatting or whatever that is category on YouTube, is there? Strange. That is indeed strange. Oh, and Borderlands 2 made its way back onto the list here of games that are trending right now with Twitch. Primarily because of the remaster just came out. Borderlands 1 and 2. And the announcement of 3. I guess everybody is out. It's a Saturday night. Everyone's out. So everybody... Can anybody hear me? Pink Floyd. Anybody see Shazam? Well, it's Sunday for you, hey man. It's actually still Saturday here. It's Saturday night west. In the west, it is Saturday night, 7:44 p.m. So I figured, oh, people are home checking out their YouTubes and their streams, but no, it looks like they're gone. Time is it? 7:45. Got a little bit of time before I probably gonna have to jet on. Jet on out of here. So this is what it feels like when you like send out the invitations and nobody shows up to your party. Oh yeah, and I'm exaggerating when I said no, and I know you're here, hey man, but yeah. What are your thoughts on Cuphead? I mean, I'm very intrigued for it to come to the Switch. Um, I'll have to check the pricing on that though, because I know it's like by default $20, which is not terrible, but knowing how challenging that game and knowing how many videos I've seen of people rage out at that game on YouTube, Twitch, and all that, I'm just like, I don't think it's bad enough. I'm fucking raging right now with the Division, and whenever I had my moments with the Division, when that happened, when I got pissed, I would think about all those poor souls that are out there right now playing Sekiro, that have played Blackborn and Dark Souls and all those, and I just don't. It made me go, yeah, you know what? Those games are not for me. I thought that maybe I could handle the torture, but it doesn't. That might not be a thing. That might not be the case. Eats all the food just for free food. But yeah, Sanskrit Syndicate. I played Unity recently, so I got Syndicate, Origins, and Odyssey, and then I'll be all cut up with the Sanskrit games. And I have all three of those games. I just haven't played them. I don't know how many times at work people have asked me, "Have you played this game?" And I'm like, "I have it. I haven't played it." Every time. Metal Gear Solid 5 Phantom Pain. I'll have to think about that one. I honestly do not know why I bought it. I bought it cheap. I think it was only like $15, but I just don't know if it's gonna be my game. Because I played Ground Zeroes. That leads up to Metal Gear Solid 5, but I'm like, I don't know. All that stuff about stealth, after a while, I start to kind of lose it when it comes to stealth. I have patience for several different things in life, but stealth games might not be one of them. Resident Evil 4, which I have it for the PS4. I'll have to decide if I really want to go through with playing it on the PS4 or cave in and get it for the Switch, because I know it's coming for the Switch. Deus Ex Mankind Divided. Really liked the first Deus Ex game. I really liked all the upgrade mechanics and mission structure and all that stuff. Really cool games. The only reason why I really want to put off Deus Ex Mankind Divided as far as I can is only because right now there's no definitive confirmation that there's ever going to be another Deus Ex game. The most recent revamp of the Deus Ex series with Jensen or whatever his name is. Because I played Human Revolution. Really liked it. Mankind Divided is next in that series of 2 rebooted games in the Deus Ex series. But since then, Eidos Montreal, I think they lost the rights or whatever, and they said, yeah, we're putting it on ice. We're putting it on ice indefinitely. So who's to say that series is ever going to go on? So we're going to have to wait. That's why I don't want to rush going into that game. Witcher 3. That shit's going to take forever, especially since I actually have purchased the DLC. So, dear God. Wolfenstein: The Old Blood, I mentioned earlier, New Order. So Old Blood would be the next thing to play, which I hear is like a prequel to New Order. It's only really short. It's like 6 hours long, so it could be a quick play. Let's see, NBA 2K17. I don't know why I got that, but I did. I mentioned Witcher 3. Nier Automata is in there. Bloodborne, although I might have to delete that entry because, like I said, I don't know if this whole I'll try it. I'll try it. I'll probably play it on stream too, just so that you guys can see me rage and be crazy with it. Do you have any DS games that you haven't played lastly? I think I meant to say lately, but yeah, I still have 3DS games. I recently wrapped Star Fox 64, and the reason why I say wrap is because it's very easy to play from the beginning to the ending of that game. Like you can play it in like an hour, maybe an hour and a half, but An hour. Actually, the easiest path in that game took me about 45 minutes. The last time I clocked myself, I was like, yeah, that took me 45 minutes. So it's very quick. But if you played Star Fox 64, then obviously you know that you have alternate paths to go in those games, where there's different planets, and they also vary in difficulty. Some of the ones at the bottom are the easiest, the ones in the middle are kind of so and so, and then the ones at the top are going to be the hardest. That's going to be the hardest path. Just recently, I wrapped it, and by that I mean I visited every planet in the Lylat system. So I did, obviously, very first thing I did when I popped the game in is I played all the easy ones and finished Venom, and did all, I mean, not Venom, not Venom, the comic book character Venom, the planet Venom in Star Fox 64, the easy version of that, they call it Venom 1. And then I did all the other planets, even the alternate, very hard section, and then I got to Venom 2, where you have to, defeat Star Wolf again, and then you defeat Andross, and without delving into spoilers for those of you who have not played Star Fox 64, there's an alternate version of how you escape out of there, and so I finally did all that. And truly I feel complete with Star Fox 64, the 3D version. So I'm ready to move on to the next 3DS game, which I think is going, and I'm not a completionist, so don't ask me about those medals. I know you can get medals in Star Fox 64. I got one medal. I don't know how I got it. I don't know what those the requirements were to get the medals in the planets of Star Fox 64, but I got one. I can't remember which planet it was, but I know I got one. But I'm not a completionist. Back when I was a kid, I was, only because I didn't have many other games to play, because back then it was Christmases and birthdays when we got games. Now, as long as I got the money for it, I'm getting it. And it's reasonable, and I don't have to have everything, but, I work the system. I have my ways to work the system. But yeah, so next 3DS game is going to be Luigi's Mansion, the original Luigi's Mansion, GameCube port over to the 3DS. I got that. And then after that, it's going to be Fire Emblem Awakenings, I think. So we're going to jump back. Oh, actually, no. It's not going to be that. It's going to be Legend of Zelda Triforce Heroes. So it's a Zelda game, but it's one of the shorter ones. It's exclusive to 3DS. So, yeah, got that. I think it's like 10 hours long, 10, 11 hours long. So I'll check that out. And then back into the RPG category with Fire Emblem Awakenings. I don't know why I'm running so much. I just drank fucking soda. Jeez. Oh, you know what? I think I know what I need. I think I know what I need. Actually, I need some gum. I ate some Subway, which was pretty good, but it had onions. And my breath is right now stinking up in onions. So I know what I need. Some lifesavers, which I really don't have that many. I think I have like 3 or 4. But yeah, that, and then Fire Emblem Awakenings, and then I think that's when I'm probably gonna go on a little bit of a 3DS break and play some Switch games. Oh no, Switch games, or maybe the Vita. I might actually finally jump into the Vita. I wonder what people on Twitch are probably like, why are we watching this nerd eat some lifesavers? Because I need sugar. Do you have Kid Icarus Uprising? Is that for the 3DS? I think it is. I think I've seen the cover of it. But I don't have it. That's one of those properties where I'm like, no, I don't have to play that. I don't really have interest. If it was given to me for free, I would definitely play it. But shelling out money for it, no. But yeah, I'm going to take a break and either play the Vita, a game on the Vita, or a game on the Switch. And then, hey, Mr. Smiley27, how's it going? And then jump back into the 3DS for one last round of 3DS games. So, what else do I have over here? Give me a second. You should get it. It's the best game if you ask me. Huh. Kid Icarus Uprising. Well, I think I did hear some good things about it. Kid Oh, there it is. Kid Icarus Uprising. Nintendo 3DS. 8.5 at IGN, 83% Metacritic. Yeah. Yeah, I heard good things about it. Okay. Got my stack. Here's my stack of 3DS games. We still have another one. A couple more. Oh, a few more. There we go. Actually, let me get my 3DS so I can officially pop out Star Fox 64. That's weird. Why is it not in the chat? Oh, there it is. Oh, there it is. Huh. Oh, I had a glitch of my own. No, it's because I saw Mr. Smiley's comment on the screen, but it didn't appear on the actual chat here on YouTube. So I just got Spider-Man 2 Collector's Edition. What do you mean by Collector's Edition? But yeah. Ooh. Hack and slash. Interesting. Interesting. Kid Icarus Uprising. It comes with concept art and the Amazing Spider-Man number 50 and comic art and stuff. Spider-Man 2 like the movie Spider-Man 2 or Spider-Man 2 the Enter Electro, I think it was called. You talking about those? No, but here's my stack of 3DS games. So just got, like I said before, I just got done wrapping Star Fox 64 3D. By the way, oh, the movie Spider-Man 2. Okay, cool. I didn't know they made a collector's edition out of that. I might look it up right now. But Star Fox 64 in 3D. Finally wrapped that up because I played the easy run, then I did the hard run, and then I tried to go back and replay some of the levels that I missed. I love that they did include some things to make it a little, like, for example, you don't have to replay the entire thing just because you missed something to go an alternate route. So say, for example, the asteroid belt. There's a section where you have to go through these like little portal things to go into an alternate route. In the original 64 game, I would have to pretty much start from the very beginning with Corneria to be able to go back into the asteroid belt and try again. This time on the 3DS, however, you can just replay the last mission you did. You don't have to start from the very beginning. You could just do the belt once more, the asteroid belt, and then from there, go back and see what I missed. I love that. I love that. Gives me a second chance. And also, you can save your progress, but only in between planets. But only in between planets. Because if you try to quit if you try to quit to the main menu mid-mission, it's actually going to cancel your entire run. And you're going to have to be satisfied with that. Which was frustrating one time because I was actually in the hardest version of Venom, Venom 2 if you want to call it. And I couldn't beat it. But it was time to go to bed. And because I needed to catch sleep. I think I had to work the next day. And I had to shut it down. And something told me, I'm like, I think that should just cancel the entire thing. And I have to start from the beginning. And sure enough, I checked. It was gone. I have to start from the very beginning the next time I jump in. So that's the only frustrating part, but that's only because they balanced it out somewhere with like, hey, you can replay, you can save in between planets, and whenever you complete a planet, you can retry it if you want to do that alternate, route or whatever. And if you do get the alternate route, you can still have the option to go the basic route. It's like it gives you the choice, so that's cool. But still, can't be all too easy. Besides that, there were some things that I thought were better in the original, and to me, I think the overarching thing is the voice acting. I think the voice acting, I know they polished it up visually with the animations, the designs, a bunch of other stuff. But first of all, there's always going to be a novelty there for those polygonal shapes from the 64 version. And there was something weird about the voice acting. There was some voice acting that strangely felt more over the top in this revamp version than it did in the original 64 version. I don't know what it was, but especially Fox himself. Fox sounded like a really hyped up Sonic here than he was in the original. In the original, he seemed a bit much more calm, cool, and collected. Here, like I said, it sounds like Sonic. He sounds like Sonic. It's like we're entering Corsaria City now, or something like that. And in the original, he was just like, we're entering Corsaria City now, or like I don't know. He just sounded more of his own. Do you love the Corneria theme SNES? Were you able to go into Corneria in the original SNES version? I haven't played it. I know I can technically play it because I do have the SNES Classic, but I'm going to have to find a cool minute to see when I can set that thing up. What are your thoughts on the Joker trailer? Kind of mixed because it does look like a well-made, put-together movie with great shots. I'm actually really surprised that it's made by the guy who did The Hangover, Todd Phillips. But there's some interesting camera work and cinematography and art direction in that trailer. There's some shots in there where I'm like, I don't think I'm gonna be tired of this shot. This shot looks good. So every so often there's some good shots in that trailer. So it's competently made. I just don't know if this is the material to be doing this kind of story with. You know what I mean? Like all this talk about smiling, let's put a smile, and insanity and all that stuff. Just it's feeling much more dark. Like I don't know. And granted, that could be the whole purpose behind it, but I'm a little mixed right now. And that's not because it's gonna be I think it's gonna be a good movie. I just don't know if this is like the movie for me to tell me what the Joker is all about. If that makes any kind of sense. Alright, so I wrapped up Star Fox 64. I'm done with it. Not gonna do the medallions. I know you can earn medallions in each planet, but no, I'm not a completist. I only did that with my older brother on the original 64, and that was because we didn't have anything else to play at the time. Because at the time we had to wait for Christmases and birthdays. So when we got into Star Fox 64, that was it. All right, so Star Fox 64. Thank you for those few hours of enjoyment. Back into your case you go. All right. There it is. The next 3DS game that I'm going to play is going to more than likely be, here we go, Luigi's Mansion, the original, the port over from the GameCube version. Then after him, or that one, it's going to be, here we go, Legend of Zelda Triforce Heroes. I really hope that I don't stress too much about this game because this game is ideally meant to be played with 3 people. But you could play it single player. It just looks like it kind of has that Overcooked type of thing where its focus is playing with 2 other people, playing as 3s. But if you want to play by yourself, you could. You're just going to have to switch back and forth between those 2 other links or whatever it is here. Links. Yeah. So you're going to have to switch. Just like an Overcooked. You know, you can play it by yourself, but you're going to have to switch between 2 cooks using the triggers, and that could be frustrating. I know some people out there can't do that. I had my girlfriend can't do that. She admitted to not being able to play Overcooked by herself because she's just going to get frustrated. And then I had a coworker who recently said that he likes to play Overcooked with his girlfriend, who also works there. But he can't play it by himself. He has the trouble switching. His mind can't split that way. Joker is a dark guy. Yeah, I know, but well, that's the thing is that here's the counter argument to that. Yeah, he's a dark guy. But in this movie, he's your main character. When he's the villain, then yeah, he has to be dark with a smile and all that stuff. As the main protagonist of a movie, you can't go too dark. Otherwise, you could turn off people. You could turn me off. Maybe like, I don't want to watch this anymore. I don't want to be in this world anymore. I don't want to be in his shoes anymore. Be back soon. Going to review the Spider-Man 2 Collector's Edition. Also, let me know what you see when you search the Collector's Edition for Spidey 2. Alright, will do. But yeah, this is probably going to be next. So, Luigi's Mansion, Legend of Zelda Triforce Heroes, and then I think after that we are going to jump into the RPG type of stuff. Yeah? Is it? Because it was this, and it was Pokemon Y. Oh, and then it's going to be Fire Emblem. Yeah, I think that's correct. Yeah, you know what? I think that's correct. Yeah, and it's going to be, after Legend of Zelda Triforce Heroes, it's going to be Fire Emblem Awakenings. Oh, no, Awakening. I think it's just Awakening. Yeah, turn-based RPG. Playing strategy, yeah. So that'll be next. So that's my next batch of 3DS games. Then I'm going to take a break, and then we're jumping back into Pokemon with Pokemon Omega Ruby. Now, this will hopefully breed some familiarity because I have played Ruby before, but this is Omega Ruby. It's revamped with different mechanics and stuff like that, but I'm hoping to recognize a decent chunk of these Pokemon here, so that should be fun. So yeah, Pokemon Omega Ruby, and then my last batch of 3DS games, which I have here, which are going to be Metroid Samus Returns, Luigi's Mansion Dark Moon, which will technically be the sequel right there. Jumping back into Fire Emblem Fates Conquest. I know that there's technically a second game. There's another game, I can't remember what it's called, but a companion game to this, but they said that you don't have to play that other one. It's like Pokemon. You could play one of the other two. It's going to be ideally the same, just from different perspectives or something like that. So I got that. And then one last time, last Pokemon game that I'm going to play on the 3DS, Pokemon Sun. Yes, I know there's Ultimate Sun, but gotta be honest, their decision to make an Ultimate Sun or whatever it was called, Ultra Sun, it felt a little cash grabby when I found that out, and I was just like, I don't think I'm getting this. There's something kind of weird feeling about this, about the Ultra Sun. I don't know. I just can't shake it off, but yeah, something weird. Pokemon Black and White are better than X and Y. Is that so? I recently wrapped Pokemon Y. Finally got credits on it. Because you have to beat the last gym, Elite Four, and then the champion. And then there's one last battle, but that battle is easier than the Elite Four and the champion. It's more like a story-type thing. And then finally I got credits. I was like, oh, it's over. Yes, it's over. Not going to lie, Pokemon has been made significantly easier thanks to EXP share. But at the same time, it's needed, because then it would feel much more grindy than it could be, it could be at times. And I hear that almost every other Pokemon game has it now, even the Omega Ruby, remaster or remake or whatever you want to call it, and Pokemon Sun, and I hear even Let's Go Pikachu has it. So, plus Let's Go Pikachu, I cannot wait to play Let's Go Pikachu because I want to use that Pokeball. I love that you're able to put a Pokemon inside of the Pokeball, take the Pokeball with you when you go walking, and then when you log back into the game, that Pokemon that's in your Pokeball, take it out, put it back into your party. He or she will level the fuck up. I love that shit. Yeah, so second to last 3DS game that I'm ever going to play is going to be Pokemon Sun, which will also be my last Pokemon game on the 3DS. And then to me, I think it's only fitting that my last 3DS game is one of the most underrated games from the N64 because of how much praise Ocarina of Time gets. This game is actually rather overlooked. But most importantly, this is a game I never played. A lot of people play this game. I did not. I actually kind of overlooked it. I was one of those people that completely overlooked it. But I really, really want to fix that now by playing Legend of Zelda Majora's Mask. This is going to be my last 3DS game. This is going to be it. I never played it. To be completely honest. I've played Ocarina of Time like 3 or 4 times, I think. Never played Majora's Mask. And I was tempted to like snag a copy, but I know that a copy's for that, the original N64 cartridge of Majora's Mask. Not the golden one or the purple one, I think there was, with like a lenticular. No, I'm talking about just the default cartridge. Even those go for a crazy amount online. No, I'm not doing that. But when they re-released it here for the 3DS, I was like, hell yeah, that's a perfect opportunity. Nabbed it. Here it is here, so I'm looking forward to playing it. Yeah, because I never played it. I know it's a very unconventional Legend of Zelda game, so it might throw me off for a loop for a little bit, but I'm hoping that I'll be able to adjust. The 64 one is better. Possibly. I mean, I know that sometimes controls can change because you're dealing with a different mechanic, but at this point, it's the only way that I can play it, really. Alright, so, and that's going to be it for the 3DS. Once I'm done with those games, I might just triple check and see if there's anything that I kind of want to replay, or just kind of, spend a little bit of time with before I officially retire the 3DS, possibly give it to my girlfriend. So that she can play some of these games, and I'm just going to stick with the Switch and with the Vita. That's my portables. And even then, the Vita, I don't have that many games for. I have a few games that are lengthy, that are like 20, 30 hours. And don't get me started on, where to go. Shit, where'd it go? Oh, here it is. And it went flying. Don't let me get started on Persona 4 Golden. Persona 4 Golden. I got it for the Vita, and I hear that this is it. This is one game that if you're going to have for the Vita, you got to have this. Because I hear that this game is like one of those JRPGs that can take up a good 100, 150 hours. And that alone on the Vita, you'll get your money's worth. So, interested to see how that plays. Also, while I have it in my hand, let me show you guys. Picked up a new Switch case. So I got this. I already opened it. I already kind of like unboxed it, I guess you could say. But if we take off this little really frustrating kind of keeper or peg hook or whatever you want to call it, a little packaging bit right there. Got a new Switch case, and this Switch case, I really like the design. I remember seeing it at Target once, and I liked it so much that I was about to get it, but circumstances maybe changed my mind. I think at one point my girlfriend actually said that she wanted to get it for me as like a gift, either for birthday, for Christmas, anniversary, or just for the hell of it. So I'm like, okay, I'll put it back so that hopefully one day you'll get it for me. I'm gonna have to break the news to her that, babe, I don't think you can get it for me anymore because I got it from work. Because I saw it at Target, but we didn't have it at work. So I was like, okay, well, I'll let her get it. Then I saw it at work. Apparently we got inventory and we got it at work. I used my employee discount, and I'm like, I need to have it. I need to have it, and it makes sense that one of us can spend a little less, significantly less, than to just wait for her to get it. And you know what I mean? Like, I don't feel good having her go out and spend $20 on it when I can get it for less myself, and she could get something else. You know what I mean? So, like, it doesn't make sense for one of us to spend $20 if I could get a discount on it because we finally got it at work. So I got myself the Switch case. Brian Bonilla, welcome to the stream. She'll be happy or mad. She'll likely be mad because she gets frustrated that she can't buy me certain things. Because as you can see, I buy myself a lot. I'm a little bit of an impulse buyer, but sometimes that impulse pays off. There's a lot of things in here that I got because it was either on a sale or because quantity was limited. I got it, and then later on when I checked back, they were either gone, whether it be some steelbooks or some games, or they were still there, but they were pricey as hell. And I was just like, yep, I just saved like a shit ton. Sure, it was a little earlier than anticipated, but I just saved a shit ton. And she gets frustrated of that because she wants to get me gifts. She wants to buy me stuff, but it's like, yeah, but here I am saving the money, or saving it from extinction. I can't talk. It's extinction because it's about to run out. So, yeah. So, but hey, recently I showed her my Amazon wish list. She's got a lot of options. So several different things, cheapy things. They're not even that expensive. You know, like little novelty stuff. Billionico, welcome to the stream over there on that Twitch. Welcome to the stream. Thank you for chatting. But yeah, that's my schedule as it is for the 3DS. Let me see if I could put it back in the right order. I guess this will go here right in the middle. That will be my midpoint. My midpoint will be Omega Ruby. And then I'll take this. That's Metroid, yeah, so it'll be like this right here. Actually, I guess while I have it here, fuck it, let's unbox Luigi's Mansion. Because I do have to pop that in to the 3DS, so that next time I take off with my 3DS, I'll have that in, and I won't have to worry about leaving it at home. No, but before I do that, though, let me just show off this 3DS case, because, I mean, not 3DS, Switch case, because, like I said, I saw it at Target, really liked it, left it, though, but then I found it at work, so I'm like, yeah, nice. So, as you can see, what I really like about it is that, I don't know if it's real leather, but, yeah, I don't know if it's real leather or it could be pleather, you know, fake leather. Either way, it feels good. It's very tough, very sturdy. Really like how it feels. It's got a handle. I don't think my last Switch case had a handle on it, so metaphorically and literally. And then, of course, the coup de grace that you can see right there, etched in, is the design of Link from Breath of the Wild, along with the Breath of the Wild logo right there. So there is that. The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild. Oh, no, the logo's over here. I thought the logo's over. Okay. Logo's over here. Like I said, handle. On the back, you don't have a design, except you do have some indentations here, but I'll mention what those are in a bit. And then you also got the zipper right here, which is very sturdy. But on top of that, the little pull for the zipper, I really like, because it's actually a little coin, a golden coin. And on one side, I can't remember what it's called, but I know it's a tool that you have to use in Breath of the Wild to like uncover areas or like discover treasure chests or solve puzzles and dungeons and stuff like that. So there's that, and then on the back you just have the little Z with the Master Sword kind of piercing through it. So I like this. I really like this, and like I said, I love the sturdiness of it. Really hard, really tough, sturdy. Damn, 5 viewers over on that Twitch. Thank you guys. Thank you guys for supporting that way. But yeah, Billionico, thank you for watching. Ice Joltic, I believe that's you, Brian. Can I play Luigi's Mansion with you? I forget. Is there co-op? I think there is co-op. I think they threw in co-op in there where you play like as Luigi and then like the plasmic version of Luigi. It's weird. It's fucking weird. Well, I know they did that with Dark Moon. I don't know if they did that with the original though. Also, check your Discord because I just bought something and I sent a photo to you. Okay. Really? Really, Brian? You bought it too? Wow. Copycat. That's weird. Oh, that was at Walmart. Oh, it's a Walmart. The cases, the little game cases that came with it, were they red or were they blue? Because I know that in different retailers, they also come in different colors. Those little in cases, which I'm about to show a little bit right now. And it says, you're a god at the game. I have 100% completion. Goddamn. Hey man, Nate says, I'm going to miss the DS. Yeah, I mean, that's another thing, is that this is definitely, more than likely, I guess I'll say, more than likely the last year of the 3DS. I think after this year, especially with the rumored new versions of the Switch that are going to come out, the Switch Pro, which will be much more powerful, bigger screen, and then the Switch Mini, which will be the Switch, but without removable Joy-Cons. You can't dock it, but you can still play those Switch games, and it'll be cheaper. I think those two are going to be the last two nails in the coffin for the 3DS. I think after this year, they're going to announce that. They're going to formally announce those two Switch versions, consoles, and then maybe not simultaneously, but like behind the scenes, subconsciously, they're going to be like, yeah, we're pulling the plug on the 3DS. 3DS is done. All right. Nobody's making any games. It's not selling as much because now we got the Switch. Why should we even bother? And it makes sense. We gotta move on, you know. But let's see. Let's open it up, and I'll show you what's inside. Okay. So again, very sturdy. You got these pads, gonna fill them in, but I do like how it feels inside. Very fuzzy, but also very durable. That's nice. Then here in the middle, it's held together by this little Velcro, but I can actually lift this down like that, or pull this down, and this will release the middle flap. Almost every Switch case is going to have a little middle flap like that right there. Now, this is simply just a pouch. It does look, it's got a different kind of pattern here at the bottom. On the bottom, it's fuzzy, but on the top, it's like this little like netting, type of mesh netting going on right there. But it does have a little zipper pocket right there, and inside you can throw in pretty much any accessories that you can think of that could reasonably fit into that. What I found kind of interesting though is that it's actually very hard. It's actually very sturdy. It almost feels like there's a piece of cardboard inside to kind of fill it up and make sure that it doesn't get crumpled. But it's actually just stuck in there. It's actually there's nothing in there to really take out. They just made it that way. So that's pretty interesting. But like I said, you could put accessories in there like a USB-C cable to charge up the Switch, or the little grips, that you can slide onto the Joy-Cons that come default with Joy-Cons. So you could do that. And then lastly, here is where we have the little section that the Switch can go in. Got some more pads to fill it up. And then right here is where things get kind of interesting. So you can lay the Switch down flat there, but then you also have these little compartments on the bottom portion, which is why you got this right here to kind of make up for that. The middle two are two big ones right here. That's where your game cases actually come packaged in. Now, you notice that they're not there. That's because what I ended up doing is I took them out. Let's see if I could put this stuff back in here so I could show you. Alright, so let me kind of repackage this and retool this. Go. Now, let me find, where did it go? Oh, it's over here. Here's my original case from Insignia, which is actually the Best Buy store brand. This is my original Switch case. Open it back up. In this one, which is where I originally keep my Switch, as you can see, there's my Switch right there. I have this flap, though. This flap does have pouches for 10 games, which I do think is actually rather convenient. I actually really like that a lot because I can look at my game right there, and then when I do this, I'm like, which game would I like to play today? Ooh, I'll go with this one. You know, yeah, it feels like a suitcase type of style thing. And then up here we have this little pouch. However, in this pouch is where I keep my stuff. There's my Type-C cable. There's also my Switch grips, the little Joy-Con grips that I can slide in. I think I have a cloth in there in case I ever want to wipe down the screen. In there is actually where I took those cases that came with the Zelda case. I took them out and I put them in here. So now I'm going to keep them over here. I'm going to keep that case here as long as I can before I finally decide to make the switch, like the permanent switch, over to these cases. Where's the second one? I could have sworn I had both of them in here. Yeah, there it is. All right. So it comes with two. And I put them in that little pouch. So I have those two right there. So inside... Yeah, so inside you have 4 little sections, and that's where you can put your game cartridges. Now, unfortunately, it doesn't hold the cartridges in place. In fact, if you go like this, the games are going to come out. Let me show you, actually. Because that one's empty. Over here, I have... Oh, see? You heard them? You heard them slip around, right? Here I have Super Mario Odyssey and Mario Rabbids Kingdom Battle. They are right there. I have to hold my fingers, though, because they will. So... right there, they're kind of in place, but if I do this, they fall out, so they don't pop in. So they're a good way to kind of it's a good way to kind of extend the amount of cartridges you could take with you, but not a good storage type of place. Like, you're better off going on Amazon and finding something from, I think it's called Hori. It's a company that make certain accessories for the Switch, and I think they have one where you can hold 24 games in like one little wallet-sized type of a compartment with like little lids that and pages you can flip through that each house game cartridges, but they actually pop in, so it actually holds your stuff together much more sturdily. This right here, it's a nice way to kind of hold them in together when it's closed, but when you open it, be careful that you might open it up and then all your cartridges go flying, so that could happen. But I do like that they went ahead and threw in some extra branding, so you do have a few glossy finish windows here to look at the games that you have inside, but right in the middle, you're not going to be able to see it on camera very well, but you actually have the Zelda Breath of the Wild logo right there in the middle, etched in. So I thought that was pretty interesting, and my voice is actually starting to go. God damn it. And they have 2 small cartridges inside of the big holders. Yeah, so you got these big holders. I took them out and I put them in the Zelda case because I did not want to risk losing them. So I'm like, all right, I'm taking these out. But they also come with 2, each one micro SD holders where you can put in micro SD cards each. I think 2 each. So you can actually house 4. That's cool, but I don't think I'm ever going to have 4 micro SD cards. So far, I only have 1, and it's been in my Switch ever since. I don't think I've ever taken it out. Oh, you can see Brim Bram, welcome to the stream. How's it going? Twitch Prime member. Yeah, I think at this point we're all Twitch Prime members ever since they offered 1 year free of Nintendo Switch Online, right? And there's 2 things of foam. Yeah, the 2 things of foam, and there's 2 tiny ones. Can't forget, check Discord again. Yeah, those are the ones, yeah. It's funny, Brian, because I keep thinking that, you know how your name starts with Ice? I keep thinking it's going to say Ice JJ Fish. There's something about you good. I'm sorry. If only Kid Icarus Uprising 2. Yeah, I'm sorry, hey man. I think it's going to be a stretch to see another Kid Icarus game anytime soon. I think once they put out at least one other major heavy hitter on the Switch, maybe after oh God, what you call it? Fire Emblem 3 Houses. I think after that, maybe they might get some momentum to make another Kid Icarus game, but I don't know. I don't know how those perform. I don't know how the last one did, so there's that. Jumping in and out of streams. Stream jumper. Oh, man. What do you think of Rune Factory 4 on Switch? Well, I mean, it looks like a mobile game just like before. I'm sorry, that's a little mean, but it's definitely a Twitch-style game. I see it's like in the top 10 or top 12, something like that, in the most viewed games in the Twitch categories. But yeah, that was the new Switch case that I got. Liking what it came with it, but to me the biggest thing are these little cartridges, because now I got 8 more places to put them in apart from the 10 that I have here. So now I got my Switch, I got 10 games here, and then 2 more games in at least one of these. So I have Diablo 3, Monster Hunter Generations Ultimate, Street Fighter Collection, Mario Kart 8, Lego Marvel Super Heroes 2, Mega Man X Legacy Collection, Rocket League, Bayonetta 2, Donkey Kong Tropical Freeze, Crash Bandicoot Trilogy, and then over here in this compartment, now I can take Super Mario Odyssey and Mario Rabbids Kingdom Battle here with me in case I ever want to jump into the game. Now I can do so instead of waiting until I get home, because originally I could only put 10 games here, so one of them had to give. And it's not here, but inside of the Switch itself is Smash Brothers. So there's that. So now I can take, not gonna do it right now, obviously, but in the near future, I still have some other games over here wrapped up. I can now unbox them, put them in those things, and now I can have like extra games to come with me. Of course, there's always the risk factor. You know, taking more and more games with me means more risk of me losing games. Yeah. But what you gonna do? It's always risk. Rep 60 times 12 is your price of all those games there. No. That's some of those games, they were $60. Some of them I still got them with my Gamers Club Unlocked membership at Best Buy before it expired. So I got them for like 48. And then there were some others that I just waited for. I think like for example, Mario Rabbids Kingdom Battle. Cheaper. Yeah, they were cheaper. Mario Rabbids Kingdom Battle, I think I got that for 20. Rocket League, I think I got it for 16. Crash Bandicoot Trilogy, I think I got it for 20. Diablo 3, that game hardly ever goes on sale, but around Black Friday, Christmas time, it went down to 40 at Best Buy, and then I still had Gamers Club, so I got it for 32, and then I used a $5 certificate on it, so I got it for 27. From 60 down to 27. Yeah, boy. So yeah, I know how to work the I know how to work the system when it comes to buying games. I barely ever buy a game at full price. Barely ever. I know how to work it. Hit me up if you want tips. What do I buy next? All I have is Smash Bros. And Super Mario Odyssey. Breath of the Wild. I was gonna say, like, what other? I think you're missing one big heavy hitter. Breath of the Wild, I guess. Back, what did you find? Oh shit, I never looked it up. Sorry, but I'll look it up right now. Now that you reminded me. Spider-Man 2 Collector's Edition. Oh, and was this the game or the movie? Here, let me type in 2004. Maybe that'll help. Oh, god damn it. 2004. Ooh. Oh, the DVD gift set? That's funny. It's pretty funny because the collector's edition, from what I'm seeing, it's Spider-Man 2, but it's using a black kind of background, so it's like, well, you're kind of cannibalizing off the Spider-Man 3 marketing because you got that black suit type thing. That's funny. But yeah, you got the concept to screen court. Portfolio. Comic book portfolio. Lenticulars. The basic widescreen special 2-disc special edition DVD of Spider-Man 2. And then the Amazing Spider-Man, I think you called it number 50, which is the one which is the main inspiration of Spider-Man 2, where he walks away from the suit. Yeah, it looks neat. It's just kind of difficult to go back to a DVD right now. It really, really is. I see somebody, like putting in, I see like one of my, mainly my girlfriend, like she rents stuff from Redbox and she's still getting the DVD, and I'm like, get the Blu-ray now. At least get the Blu-ray, even though now I'm starting to migrate over to 4K. But yeah, Brian. Breath of the Wild. At least. Okay, so those are my 3DS. Like I said, I guess my last thing for the stream before I jet on out of here, because I do have to hit up the gym now, is going to be this unboxing, unwrapping, rather, of Luigi's Mansion, which is going to be my next 3DS game. So yeah, with Nintendo likely killing, or putting to rest, I should say, the 3DS this year, I'll definitely try to wrap up my library here, my very short or very small library of 3DS games this year, so then I can put focus on the Vita, which also the Vita I only have like 5 games. One of them is Persona 4, which could take about 100 hours to beat, and then 2 others are like 20 or 30 hour games, so they're pretty lengthy. And then you got 2 other ones that are a little bit more on the short side, like Tearaway, Uncharted Golden Abyss, Killzone Mercenary. I hear it's only like 5 or 6 hours, so I can knock that out quick. And I forgot that with 3DS games, they use like stronger cellophane than other goddamn games when they wrap those up. It's crazy. Spider-Boy Shivan. I don't think I've ever seen you here before, but welcome to the stream. Just trying to unbox a goddamn game here. Might have to use keys, except I don't think I have keys here with me now. Yeah, because they're in the rack, I think. Oh, wait, I have a pen. Man, that'll work. Get the Amazing Spider-Man for the Vita if you want to play. If you want to. Yeah, I saw it. I saw some game. Ooh. Okay, careful. I saw some gameplay of it, and I'm like, I don't know. Plus, I don't think I'm seeing it anywhere, like, cheap. Okay, if I could find it for, like, $5 or $10, maybe, but even then, I'm seeing. I was seeing some stuff of it. I was seeing some gameplay footage of it where I was just like, I don't know. Okay, I think I got it. God damn it, I hate it. It would be a miracle if one of these days I'm able to unwrap a game. Okay, it's over. It'll be a miracle if one of these days I can unwrap a game all in one go. Like, it doesn't tear off. Come on. Or, like, rip into different pieces like it did right now. See? Alright. So, that's another 3DS game unwrapped. It's good, but get it if PS3 The Amazing Spider-Man. What? So, is Breath of the Wild really that fun? Well, I gotta be brutally honest, I have not played it. I have it, but I have not played it. But it won Game of the Year a shit ton of times over different websites, so I guess you can't go wrong. I do know that there were some folks who said, okay, they loved some Legend of Zelda games like Ocarina of Time and all that stuff, and actually did not vibe with Breath of the Wild. They thought it was a little too open, a little too free, where they're like, I want some direction, I want some objective, and apparently Breath of the Wild doesn't 100% do that, but I don't know, we'll see. But hopefully soon. I'm choosing my time carefully when I will play Breath of the Wild, because I gotta be engrossed. It's like a very hefty, epic book. It's like I gotta be prepared for it. And right now, like I said, my emphasis on portable playing or handheld gaming is on the 3DS, because I'm trying to wrap it up. Alright, so Luigi's Mansion, right there. The original box art. Just poured over to the 3DS. Playable in 2D and 3D. It's back. The legendary haunted house returns. Luigi's still afraid of the dark. Are you? You know, I gotta be honest. Hot take. I think Luigi might be gay. I don't know. Lately he's done certain things with his like mannerisms or his like expression, his body language, that I'm like, he might be gay. Not a problem, but he might be gay. Master the Poltergust 3000. Stun ghosts with your light, then suck them up. And then here we go. Play with a friend. Capture ghosts as a team. Additional game and system required for some multiplayer modes. Sold separately. For some multiplayer modes. So can you play the main campaign with another person, or what? Or is it just like a different, co-op mode or whatever? Get the Amazing Spider-Man for PS3, not Vita. The Vita, the Amazing Spider-Man version is awful. Don't know why I mentioned it. Nah, I don't know. Right now my sights are on trying to get a attainable and playable copy of Ultimate Spider-Man for the GameCube, which I have in my wish list on Amazon, but I still haven't pulled the trigger on it. It's just like seeing how long you can survive, not the actual campaign. Also, a horde mode. God damn it, they put a horde mode in Luigi's Mansion. This game is based on Luigi's Mansion game for the Nintendo GameCube system. 2001, and includes all new multiplayer modes. Basically, the abilities needed to fully enjoy this game. Okay, co-op. Co-op. I might. I'll let you know about that, Brian. So it's not the main campaign. It's just like separate. I forgot why they make these cartridges so difficult to get into. Once again, no extra little material here. Just viewing the game manual or how to get the. They packed the manual on how to observe the manual in the game. Okay then. And then lastly, here we have the cartridge itself, which is always rather difficult to take out. I don't know why they still do that, but cartridge itself, Nintendo 3DS, Luigi's Mansion. It's just him looking freaking the fuck out in black background. Alrighty. So now I can yeah, because just like with Majora's Mask, I actually never played the original Luigi's Mansion. So finally gotta be able to fix that soon. The next time I have to be on campus and I'm not able to go home just yet, or if I'm at work and I'm on my lunch or something. So there you go. Pop that in. Hopefully it does not give me any physical issues just like Pokemon Y did, because something's wrong with my Pokemon Y cartridge and I could not proceed, so I had to buy the digital version of the game. It was just, oh my god, it was so annoying. It's just climbing a tower of your choosing of height. Oh, so it's like Mortal Kombat. You ever thought you would hear that sentence? Luigi's Mansion is just like Mortal Kombat. Alright, so put this back. I don't think I'll be able to put this back. Oh, there we go. Lastly, Luigi's Mansion and Star Fox 3D, which I've done. Luigi's Mansion is next. And I think Luigi's Mansion is also a pretty short game. I hear it's only like 6 hours, something like that. 6 or 7 hours. Okay, so I can put that down now. And honestly, guys, I think I'm gonna have to call it here. It's almost 8:45. I usually don't go to the gym. Oh, hey man, hey, you just came back. It's a shame because I'm actually about to wrap it. So yeah, I think that about does it for me. So everybody who watched, yeah, I'm sorry, hey man, 8, but I just got done unwrapping Luigi's Mansion. It's already getting kind of late. I started the stream a little too late. That's on me, but fret not. It does look like maybe my next stream will be a little sooner than anticipated. I'm hoping Monday. It'll probably be a gaming stream. To you guys watching right now on YouTube, real fast, type in what game should I play on stream next. Not Smash Brothers, all right? Not Smash Brothers, because I know you guys want to do more Smash Brothers, but let's change it up. Let's see what else. So throw out a game. I'll let you know if I have it while I do the whole wrap-up rigmarole. But post in the comments, what do you guys want to see me stream next in terms of a game? Throw out a game and then see what pops up, and then we'll see if I could stream that, and you guys will be willing to check that out. It could be a multiplayer game so that we can all play or something like that, but like I said, just not Smash Brothers. There's going to be more Smash Brothers in the future, but I just kind of want to take a break from Smash Brothers and play something else on stream. So let me know what you guys think. So everybody who tuned in on YouTube, thank you guys so much for catching the stream. Mr. Smiley27, Heyman8, Brian Bonilla, Spiderboy Shivan, even though he commented a couple times. Yeah, Brian. Yeah, I said everybody on YouTube or Twitch. It's just that there's not that many people. I know there were more people watching on YouTube than there were on Twitch. That's why I said YouTube. But Twitch can't be a 3DS game, Brian, only because I have no way of streaming 3DS games. I know that there's like workarounds, but in short notice, I can't grab the necessary cables or equipment or whatever to stream a 3DS game. I can't. So yeah, Hitman8, Brian Bonilla, Mrs. Mine 27, Spiderboy Sivan, Sivan. Who else? think that's it for YouTube, really. Huh. Okay. And then lastly, over on Twitch, Brian, with your other Isotoltic name, as well as Brimbram and Billy Onico, who was in here earlier in the stream. So thank you guys, everybody who watched over on Twitch as well. I think a couple times we reached 5 viewers, so that was pretty cool. Thank you guys for the support there. And that really about does it. I feel like Joker is going to be somewhat similar to Bayonetta. It's funny because at first I was like, what the hell does Joaquin Phoenix have to do with Bayonetta? But you're talking about Joker from Persona. Yeah, yeah, I could see that. I could definitely see that. So, hey man 8, you're saying Undertale, okay? Or Deltarune, Chapter 1, which I honestly, I think if you want to see Deltarune, I would have to play Undertale first. That's just me. I know you said that there's some things in there that are story-based, but they're not going to be full-on spoilers, but still, I'm kind of, eh. Mr. Smiley27, you say Shattered Dimensions. Huh. I'm going to have to think about that one, because I've already played Shattered Dimensions. And that's the reason for why I was kind of iffy on wanting to review it, because it's been so long. It's kind of like in that in-between area where I'm like, I don't want to replay it again. Blah, blah, blah. So I don't know. I'll have to think about that one. I'll have to think about Shattered Dimensions. But yeah, Brian, I don't know if you want to vote over there on that Twitch. Like I said, it just can't be a 3DS game because I have no way of streaming a 3DS game right now. Okay, so while you guys post your answers, I'm gonna start getting ready here for the gym. Get my sanitizer on. Can I say? Well, I don't have a selection, Brian. I don't have a selection just like off the cuff, but just think of games. You know what? I have to really jet on out of here. So honestly, Brian, I guess you could say hit me up on the Discord since you're hitting me up with images here of your own Zelda case. You know, think of some games and shoot them up, and then I'll look at it and be like, oh, okay. I'll try to see which one of those I have and which ones I'm down to stream, and then I'll try to make a selection. Everybody else over on YouTube, do the same. Post in the chat right now, or on this stream, instead of posting in the chat, post in the comments below your thoughts on which game I should play on stream next. So not in the chat, because the chat's eventually going to disappear when this video gets kind of archived. But then the comments, I'll be able to immediately see, oh, you commented so-and-so. So if you're watching right now on YouTube, go to the comments and post which game I should play next on a stream as a gaming stream that's not Smash Brothers. Then I'll play that next, and then after that, maybe we'll jump back onto Smash Brothers. So I'll try to alternate, because I want to try different things. Especially because I want some of those things to perform a little bit better on Twitch. So, because Smash Brothers excels beautifully on YouTube and on Mixer. Nobody's really watching it on Twitch because they're on Twitch because there's too many people playing Smash Brothers. So it's like it gets kind of muffled. So I kind of want to try different things and see what works and what doesn't over on Twitch. So yeah, post over there over in the comments down below on YouTube when this thing shuts down. Otherwise, if you're on Twitch, post in the chat on Twitch. Maybe I can play it back on replay and see what you guys left there. Brian, if you want, you could hit me up on Discord with those selections. And that really about does it. So again, guys, if you have not done so already, follow me on Twitter and Instagram at DarkSpiderDavid. And then over on that there Twitch, I have the link in the description below. Hit the follow button over on Twitch, because we're trying to get to 100 followers. As you can see in the hashtag and the title, it says Road to 100. We're trying to reach 100 followers over on Twitch. We're currently at 59. If you guys can help out with that, that would be greatly, greatly appreciated. All right? That about does it for me, guys. Take care of each other. Take care of yourselves. And I'll see you guys on the next one, possibly Monday, with a new gaming stream. Take care.